So, exactly. No, you start rambling. I'm pressing the X button.
Keep it
real
tight.
quick.
Have your thoughts ready before you jump on.
Real quick. Now, what I've been waiting all week, I haven't posted anything. No, I posted one thing.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I posted one thing about this Eminem so-called monumental freestyle that
fire in the boots.
Notice
Fire in the boots.
One person clapping. This so-called Eminem monumental freestyle where he just spoke for all blacks and he just aired it out. And hold on, let me get to it first. The first thing is I didn't see the BET Awards live. I just kept looking at my timeline. Then everybody kept talking about this. Oh, no, I'm not watching that shit.
First of all, Diamond, you didn't either, nigga. We was here.
So
shaming people. So unless you was watching it while we was doing this. Okay, all right.
So I'm watching the timeline. Everybody's like, Eminem, body that just all over the time, all down my timeline. So I said, oh shit, let me go listen to the cipher. First off, I'm like, okay, just listen to the ciphers because what more can it be? So I listened to the freestyle or whatever it was. And I said, okay. I said, well, let me get this straight. So I listened to it another 6 times straight. I knew it by the 4th time.
Fire.
And
did you flip the table over?
After it was over, so I go back to my timeline to see if somebody's going to say anything, and everybody's giving these generic, it's fire, it's hot. So then I asked a simple question, what did he say? Nobody knows what he said. So then, I don't want to go extra hard. So what I did was, I said his freestyle was, it was okay. And I mentioned just 6 songs that came out. I mentioned Self-Destruction, Same Game, Rise and Shine, that's by Kumo D, Chuck D, and KRS-One. Fight the Power, I think I might have mentioned like My Philosophy and some other stuff. I knew most people have only heard Same Game and Self-Destruction. So I understood what audience I was listening to. It was only maybe 5 other people that knew the other songs I was talking about. So everybody's just defending Eminem. We need this. His platform. He put his career on the line. He didn't have to. No, this is what they're saying.
That was a little reachy.
This is what they're saying. He put his
the rest I agree with.
He put his career on the line. He might lose money. He might lose endorsements. And I'm like, call me when he misses a dime. Call me when he loses the one endorsement that he has, which is Chrysler. That's for one. A lot of people don't know that. And I know that because I looked it up.
Some Detroit shit. Yeah.
So, exactly, some Detroit shit. Yeah. So that makes sense. And then everybody just continuously ignored all things. And I started looking around. I said, I get it. Y'all just love white people. We always want to champion. That's good. We just love.
He did.
Yes.
No, he did, and I'm glad he did.
Like the big
because
Joker,
that's literally
too.
what I was just thinking. It's just the fact that
big Joker.
We just
Eminem's
love white people. And I don't mean anything against just we not having white friends. But we're not going to talk about my son.
Why not?
No.
I talk about my son.
That was rhetorical. We're not going to talk about my son, who actually said something.
Because of the Trump subject matter.
This is the whole thing.
Yeah, I can't believe it either.
Okay, Beth. Okay. First off, so we can't say he didn't say anything in his verse.
He did say something.
Right?
He said a lot.
He said a lot.
he did.
Okay, Beth.
Yeah, it was.
No,
it
this
wasn't
is what
bloody
he
shoes.
said.
You're right. It wasn't.
I
bloody
give you a
shoes.
bar of what he said.
Okay, give me one. Hit me one.
And he said, racism's the only thing he's fantastic for.
Boom.
That's how he gets his rocks off,
setup,
and
right?
he's orange.
That's how he gets his rocks off.
Fantastic Four. I get it. Rocky, orange. He's talking about the thing.
Careful, you might burn your mic down with that line.
But what is he talking about?
He is.
Okay, here pretty much. He's just talking.
I'm telling you guys, y'all about to kill him. I know. I see these two. See these two being cahoots. Let me just put it out there right now. These two over here, Violet and Devin, they're always in cahoots against whatever I say.
No, first of all, not in cahoots.
Like, no, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it too. I'm fine with it because I like those odds. But right now, whatever y'all about to say, I know for a fact y'all about to make my point that much better.
Oh, cool.
So you know what? Speak. You know, sometimes let people speak.
Go ahead.
Just
you spoke, then I'm gonna follow up. Go ahead.
All right. So pretty much, he's just pretty much talking about Trump and just the things that Trump has done, who Trump is, and pretty much F Donald Trump.
Facts.
Okay. Facts.
What more does he have to say?
Okay.
And I'm looking at
Go ahead.
the word.
I'm looking at the words too.
Bars, right? Tag me about it. Tag me in real quick.
Good.
First of all, nigga, this is where we're gonna go. First of all, okay. Listen, we are in a war against ignorance at this point, okay? And any ally that we get in this war is appreciated. Now, he may not be risking his endorsements. I think that's a little far. He may not be risking his fan base, even though motherfuckers will surprise you when you start talking about the country and the flag and when the whiteness come out. It's crazy. But what he did in any way, shape, or form, how can you speak against it when all he's doing is taking the same way we feel about the dude that's in office and putting a face on it that everybody's going to look at. Now, the same way we heard that My Song verse, which was fire, and actually it was, I mean, if you want to put it bar to bar, for black people, yeah, it was a better verse. But do you really know who My Song is? Do you really know who My Song is? Oh, okay, okay. I know who he is because I follow hip hop that deep that I know who he is. But people don't know that. That's my man. People don't know. I mean, yeah, they don't know he's lefty, but he got the gun in the right palm. Like they don't. Yeah, exactly. No, yeah. My Song was on the way up, but at the same time, who really knows who My Song is? It's beyond me to shoot holes in anything that M did. Okay, and I don't think it was the best verse. Like M is for the most part a weird ass white boy. Like but he can rap. He can rap his ass off. Like his talent is undeniable. And I don't want to hear the it's white thing because it's been packaged as Kendrick Lamar and it still sells. It's the style, it's how he does, it's his level of lyrical capability that puts him in the forefront.
Did you just say as how it sells? Because white people, let me get this straight. So white people don't succeed in black mediums at all.
I didn't say that. That's not what I said.
No,
that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
This ain't about.
But he's not the case. He's the exception, not the rule of that.
This is the whole thing. First off, let's break down this whole thing. It's the BET Awards. It's not the Grammys and MTV.
It's entertainment.
Let's just for one.
Yeah.
So anybody that matters that message was supposed to hit to, 10 out of 10 didn't see it anyway.
But you know what? They saw it now because Eminem was on there talking about it.
Yeah. Okay. Number two.
It brought more awareness to the BET was because the white outlets was pushing it.
Yeah.
Because Eminem
shit was front. It was in the first block on CNN. First block on CNN.
Once again, first off, I don't see why y'all don't see what this is. White people they're not going to ostracize Eminem. He's their dog in the race.
Exactly.
So
that's the beauty of it.
No, it's no beauty of it because it's still a ploy. It's still a ploy. Kill one of our own because we want to take over rap anyway. So it ain't about Trump.
Yes. First off, about Trump.
I'm getting to that.
The whole verse.
So what you did, first off, what he said about Trump is what Eminem always does. See, this is the thing about it kills me. It's not about Eminem and rapping. I'm talking to that particular verse and particularly why. For one, he has an album coming out. That's for one. Let's not forget that. He has an album coming out. Number two, I don't think he woke up and said, you know what? I gotta speak for black people today. Such this thing.
He's been talking about Trump though.
Let me finish. Also about Trump. Talking about Trump is low-hanging fruit. I want to tell you why it's low-hanging fruit because this is the only president we've ever had. He's on Twitter. He's on social media. This is right up his alley. Trump could care less what Eminem is talking about in terms of it. So this is the whole thing. This whole thing. Like this. Listen, he's on social. Listen, this is why he's low-hanging fruit because that's what he does. He's making himself accessible. He wants to be trending. He wants to be trending right after that. But this is the same thing that Eminem always does. He talks, he'll mention a name, and then everything that follows is schoolyard insults. That's it. Fantastic Four, Rocks Off, Orange. Nigga, you talking about The Thing. What does The Thing have to do with racial? Stop, no. Eminem's the question. For the bars, what does him talk about Fantastic Four, the Rocks, and Orange have to do with social inequality? What does that have to do?
I got you, because he addressed social inequality on No Favors with Eminem and Big Sean.
No, we're talking about that verse right there, because this is the verse that's.
Oh, no, you said he was only saying this because he's been opportunistic because his album is coming out, and I'm saying, and I'm making the point that he's already been talking about this prior to it just being the.
And he's talking about Trump.
He's talking about social injustice. He's not talking about the low-hanging fruit.
What does he say? What exactly did he say?
I'm pulling the bars now. I'm pulling the bars now. Give me 1 second.
See, that's the whole thing. Now I gotta pull it up.
I don't know his verse by heart. I don't know about heart.
Stop right there. And that's okay. And that's okay that you don't know about heart. But that's my thing. We champion him, but yet whenever we talk, hold up, stop real quick before you read off. This is the whole thing. As y'all can see, y'all, I'm like what they say at the toll booth. I'm hands-free. Everything I'm talking about rap-wise is right up here. This is the whole thing. We champion Eminem. This super great. Nobody can bother. Nobody wants to battle type rapper. And the minute somebody that defends him, they don't know none of his stuff. Because y'all don't really listen to him anyway. Y'all don't listen to Eminem. You don't listen to Eminem.
I do.
He's there dogging that race. So
I do listen to him.
My thing is I don't want to move the goalposts, and I still want you to talk. It's even not about his verse. His verse did whatever he wants to do. But let's not champion it like people haven't been talking about it. Now this is the thing what other people have been saying too. This is the thing that people talk about. We all here see Malcolm X, right?
Right.
Yeah, have we? Fine.
Yeah.
Remember the scene where the little white girl came up to him? What can somebody white do to help your cause, such and such? What did he say? Stop. But what did he say? What did he say? Nothing. You know why? Because the face on social inequality and trying to get justice, it can't be white. It can't be white. Let me also explain. Let's just get to. Hold up. No, it's not. It is about the imagery. It is about imagery. Because you know why? Kids, can one of y'all explain to me why? First off, who were those dudes in the background and why were they there?
Crew.
That wasn't D12. That wasn't even Slaughterhouse.
Okay, he can have some new people on his crew.
Listen,
he can have new people on his crew. But
y'all are missing the point. Y'all missing the point. We got this. First off, when he first came to the mic, I didn't even know who the hell it was. You know why? Because he grew a beard. Why would I hang on? Why would I hate on that? Why would I hate on that? Once again, you said it's his crew. We ain't never seen them before day in our life. It's not D12. It wasn't D12. It wasn't even Slaughterhouse. If it was
D12 were his friends.
If it would have at least been Slaughterhouse. Okay, fine. I'll this. Once again, he shows us that he has black friends. Ooh, whoop-de-doo. Fine.
Those are his friends.
But once again, did you know that was Eminem when he first? He growing the beard. Now we're all in this beard phase and everything.
Yeah, we knew it was coming. Yeah.
He's a superstar. If Jay-Z had did the same thing, it would have been monumental.
Exactly.
The difference is this:
anybody else does it.
First off,
Jay-Z will do it on the Grammys or bigger format.
And I gotta believe Jay-Z would have talked directly to the cause of it. This is the whole thing. This is the exact whole thing that I'm talking about. Stop looking at stuff just as the ploy of what it is. And this is what I'm talking about. Even put this. All he said in that verse was, "I stand with Cap." Fine. And then the two, hold up, let me finish. No, I'm talking about politics. You can read whatever you want to read. He brought up Puerto Rico and he brought up the Vegas shooter. That's it. That's all he brought up. He said the
what
two
else
tragedies.
Does he have to bring up? Does it have to be a dissertation on the black plight? Or can he just speak on some shit?
So let me get this straight. So let me get this straight. So we're going to kill Donald Trump on, this is his verse when he brought up the two tragedies. He brought up Puerto Rico, which was a natural disaster for one. How it was handled by Trump, which is one of theirs, that's another story. No, I didn't vote at all. I didn't vote at all. Yes, even worse. Good. Worse. Fine. Cool. But I'm not going to sit up there. First, I already told you my stance on Trump. I don't even know what the hell is going on in the world. I don't pay him no mind. I'm just letting these 4 years go by. But like I'm saying is this: we let the narrative find low-hanging fruit. This is all low-hanging fruit. These are the subjects at hand. This isn't low-hanging fruit. Okay,
yes.
Diamond, since you like to read verses a lot, tell me one verse. Tell me one thing he said about social inequality in that whole verse. Keep looking, because I already know the whole verse. That's why I'm saying that's a rhetorical question. I'm telling you, you can read all you want.
If he is really speaking on Kaepernick, he is speaking on social inequality.
No, you can't just mention Kaepernick's
name. He's the whole total. He is the total for social injustice, right? Is that not his whole cause? Is that not his whole cause? His whole cause is social injustice. So to speak on him means that you are aware of what he's talking about.
No, being aware and saying, I don't want to hear, oh, I stand with Cap. It's not, Cap is not a big umbrella, because we're going to get on him.
Okay.
Now you
but you brought up Jay-Z, right? You brought up Jay-Z, right? You brought up Jay-Z. Jay-Z had a performance. He opened up Saturday Night Live. He was the first performance of this season. All the fuck he did was put on a jersey.
I never said he made a verse about it.
Okay, but I'm saying, you're saying that if Jay was doing it, if Jay had the platform, then Jay would have spoke directly to him. No, Jay wore a jersey and did the songs that got out of there.
And he's black too.
So what? So what? So that's what I'm saying. Like, you just keep switching it.
I'm not switching it. What I'm saying is, which part of the face on social inequality cannot be white? Which part of that can't you?
He's not the face. He spoke on it because he has a horse in the race.
So is he not the face? So 1 minute he's not the face.
No, because Eminem, being who he is, who has always paid homage to the predecessors before him, he spoke on something because he benefits from the culture. If he had not spoken on him, we would have killed him. Why would this speak on him? What I want to know is why we don't kill Nas, the most annoyingly most woke rapper of all time, right?
He's already made
never said anything.
Yes, he has.
Never said anything. When?
First
about what?
Go listen to God.
Don't give me that. Don't give me that. Don't give me that. Educate my people bullshit.
But we're talking about right now.
Don't listen.
Don't give me that. I know I can. Don't give me that.
I'm gonna let you
give me that. Don't give me that. I know I can. No,
whatever you want the answer.
So don't give me that. I know I can. Don't give me that. That black knowledge, right? Don't give me something about politics, about the state things that were going on. All I've heard is Nas' album done. All I've heard is Nas' album done.
First off, everything you just named about Nas showed your ignorance towards Nas, because all you do is name singles. So I can't respect what you talk about Nas, because if all you name is singles, you don't understand what you're talking about.
I name generalities and what he's done.
And I guarantee you, the way you attack Nas right there with one mic and all I know I can't. Only songs you know about Eminem are "Lose Yourself." Out the class, you know every song on the radio. That's only song
I've heard all of Eminem's albums, and I've heard all of Nas' albums.
You don't know them.
I don't know Nas songs either. What are you saying? What are you saying?
You bought Eminem's albums and still don't know them.
I didn't buy nothing.
So I didn't buy Eminem's albums. Listen to him?
Why am I listening to him? Because he's a good rapper. The same way I listen to Nas, he's a good rapper.
Cat in the bat and the rat in the hat gap. You like the technical way.
And Nas did that too, but he said it slow.
No, actually he doesn't. Nas actually talks about.
He said it slow, and he mentioned the Pharaoh. He mentioned the Pharaoh and Osiris and Isis.
Don't bring up Nas.
Osiris and Isis.
You can't bring up. You can't bring up Nas.
You
can't bring up Nas and only bring up the single.
No, I'm not bringing up. I'm bringing up Nas as he is and who he portrays himself to be, right?
If you don't listen to him at all, what do you expect?
I didn't say I didn't listen to him at all. I've listened to Nas.
You listen to his singles.
No, I didn't listen to his singles. I listened to his albums. I've heard his albums.
So if you've heard his albums, when I said Street Disciples, track number 2, you should have known exactly what
No, I don't know it by my heart.
Exactly.
That doesn't. You're not saying anything by saying that. You're not saying anything by saying that.
Let's just get back to the basis. We are basically talking about Eminem and what he was talking about at that BET Cypher. Okay. Basically, it's just the bars. He is pretty much talking about what we have all been thinking about in terms of Trump, what we all have been thinking about in terms of everything that has been happening right now in the world. That is what we are talking about right now. That is the whole point in terms of what Eminem was saying. He basically spoke for what we have all been thinking of, period. So it doesn't really
speak for me.
Because you're not paying attention.
So
you self-admitting that you're not paying attention.
So
I heard the whole verse.
But you said you didn't pay attention.
I'm waiting to hear him talking about what he had to say about social inequality, and yet Don got up and nobody still wants to read what he said because he never said anything directly towards social injustices. And then
but he's still talking about.
Let me get right back and let me answer one of your before you go, Violet. I'm gonna go back to one of your questions you just said, Devin.
What was that?
You said if he didn't say nothing, we'd have killed him. Not me. Because I don't expect him to talk for us. How you gonna talk for us?
Because it would have been the same thing you said.
No, I don't need
M's benefiting off our culture. He's benefiting off our culture. Why is he saying anything? Why is he saying anything?
No, hold up. So you think it's something new that white people benefit off black culture?
No, it's not anything.
So why would I even talk about that?
But as one of the prominent people in the culture.
I don't hold him accountable for not talking for us.
That's shame on you then.
No, I don't have to.
Shame on you.
He's white. That's what he does.
Shame on you.
Okay,
Shame.
again.
And y'all are happy because people say stuff like this. Eminem, because it was almost like they was talking in slave terms. People's like, man, all the money he done helped out black people. You know how Nikki, you know how it sounded to me when people was typing that? Hey, man, what Eminem is good for. He gave us black folks jobs.
To be completely honest about the verse.
Okay.
To be completely honest about the verse, it wasn't that hot to me. I didn't even like it. But for the fact of the matter,
we defend it because we love our
I'm defending it because I've been put in a position to defend it because you're bashing it so hard.
No, I'm not bashing it.
It's really nothing to be held on a pedestal.
When Kid Rock got up and said the pro-Trump stuff, a lot of people look like, man, that's what you expect somebody to say like him. Boom. Eminem says
the complete opposite.
It's not only like Eminem, like any white person doesn't like Trump. They may not like him for the racial equality part. They may not like him for baiting in nuclear powers and fucking up healthcare and an abundance of things. He does things to so many people that how can you just say this ain't just a black issue with Trump? This is
it's an everybody issue.
It's everyone issue.
His people in them country ass states. They only turn on.
They they're already turning when I help.
Let me ask you a question. If somebody said, okay, we're gonna make a bet that Diamond, I'm just throwing something out there. Well, the Ravens, y'all have to win your next game, and if the Ravens win their next game, we'll give you $1 million. No, you said you want to give them $1 million if the Ravens win their next game.
Okay.
But then you're telling them, well, what if they don't win? What do I get? And they be like, oh, you don't get nothing. Would you make that bet?
Who's the quarterback?
No, don't get it. No, just don't get $1 million to we're not giving you nothing. Is that a good bet?
Hold on. So, because
I might have said that wrong. That's basically what I'm saying.
Right.
No, because I forgot y'all are Ravens fans. What I'm saying is this.
You're
not going to put something on the line.
Exactly. Yeah.
And nobody, and the person that's giving back, they don't have to wager anything. Yeah, would you make that bet?
It's a great bet.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
No, thank you. This is my whole thing. He doesn't put this. All this white talk about white. That's he. Let me ask you this. By Eminem saying this quote unquote monumental verse that he had to speak for all black people and nobody's doing it. I'm only talking how the internet is talking because that's what we also brought up too. The sites were he's the #1 trending topic. He had 4.3 million views.
Duh.
So that's what people are talking about. Yeah. And I didn't know exactly. That's just a number, though. It's just a number. We made him the #1. Listen, we made him the #1 trending topic. And for what reason?
He made himself the #1 trending topic.
Because he's a white boy that's got a bigger fan base, and because he said some shit about Trump, that's what blew it up. It ain't have nothing to do with us.
Oh, he's got an Oscar and a Grammy and whatever else. Whatever he says is going to make news, especially when he's speaking against the elected leader of the free world.
He's going to make news because he's white. That's it. Like, which part of that?
No, it's not that.
It's only because he's white.
Okay.
White and successful rap artists.
Exactly.
There's a lot of white people that talk shit, but it's because of who he is in entertainment. That's why. And
exactly.
I'm saying this, if the VMAs had been that day, he would have did the same thing.
He wouldn't have said that verse on the VMAs. That's the When he does, I'm buying everybody dinner.
All right.
It's the fucking cipher. He did a freestyle because that was the forum for it. If it was the VMAs, he would have did a song and then he would have cut the song off and started cussing them out. That's what would happen. It's Eminem.
But it's not only.
Right. He just made it rhyme because he was on BET.
You think Warren Buffett seen that? You think Warren Buffett? You think
heard about it?
You think Warren Buffett stood up and watched the cipher?
He didn't
No.
see it, he heard about
It wasn't for
And
Warren
play
Buffett.
this, and play this, and this is exactly.
Buffett has no Eminem album.
No, what I'm saying is this. No, Warren Buffett is just a symbolization of white powerful man. That's it. So anybody that counts, this is what they did. Hey, we heard Eminem said some things about Trump. What did he say? He said Trump. Donald, no, that ain't Trump. Donald fucked up a few things here and there, Puerto Rico. Oh, cute. What it was on? BET. What does that stand for again? Oh, yeah, Black Entertainment Television.
It's not
okay.
about...
Hold up, no, let me finish.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Business as
Here's
usual.
how a person who doesn't vote speaks. Because here we go, right here. You painted this right into the corner. Because it doesn't matter if those white powerful men hear it. It matters if the people hear it, because the people are the ones voting those white powerful men into justice. And if they are not paying attention to what Eminem is talking about, that means that you don't care what I'm listening to and what I'm paying attention to, and therefore I don't need to vote for your ass. That's the whole point of him speaking. This is the whole point of him doing these things. And when you don't believe in the government, this is how Donald Trump gets elected. You have to pay attention, because if you don't pay attention, you wake up and niggas will put chips in you, and then you can't go nowhere.
Donald Trump got three more years in office, and that's just that. And as long as we keep loving Massa, he'll probably get another 4. Because that's what it's boiling down to. I'm still waiting for Diamond, who always pulls everything up, to tell me one bar of what he said.
Okay,
Address them.
Okay, I'm sorry. It is okay. Fine. Let's just agree in terms of that he wasn't really in terms of talking about social inequality, because let's just be honest. If he really was talking, he could have talked about Flint, which is in his hometown, and he did not. Okay, we get that.
Ain't nothing wrong with dirty water.
That's not the case. He is talking about Trump. It's just
That's
all the
why
things
I said
that
it's low-hanging fruit.
It's not, because he's talking about the
It's
things.
the fruit, nigga. It's all, the whole tree is Trump. It don't matter if you get
light.
Trump from the top of the tree or Trump from the bottom or one that fell off the branch.
So Cap was talking about Trump for the stairs?
No, Cap was talking about.
We already talked about this.
Yeah.
We did this already.
No.
You mentioned Cap. You mentioned injustice.
We did because in that same verse that everybody keeps saying it's so monumental, all he said was, "I stand with Cap."
That means that he believes in
whiz.
social justice. Exactly. The shit mean Black Lives Matter. It mean Black Lives Matter.
Since this whole Colin Kaepernick thing started, when has the issue of police brutality been spoke about? None. When has social inequality been talked about? None. And what's been done about it?
Nothing can be done
about it
in the NFL. He said, "I want to raise awareness about it."
Exactly.
So and raising awareness about it.
Just waking niggas up one by one, baby. Just waking them up.
Susan Coleman raises awareness about breast cancer, and they're moving. They're moving. Yes, it's moving. That process is moving.
The process is not moving.
So people out here disrespecting breast cancer.
I mean, quiet as it's kept.
Doesn't happen.
Quiet as it's kept. A lot of them cancer foundations be shaving off the top, but I ain't going.
We already know that. That's pharmaceutical stuff. What I'm saying is
I'm
this.
talking about foundations.
All of the pink that people wear, all the money that Susan G. Coleman raises. My grandmother still died of cancer 3 months ago.
Facts.
I'm saying that's just a bunch of some.
Yeah, right. It's just some
Christmas
real shit. It's awareness. Yeah.
It's fucking nothing but awareness. That's all it is. It's not no cure being had. People still die of cancer every day. You know what I mean? Every day.
But we need to be aware of that shit.
Exactly.
That's all it is. Raise.
So take a knee.
Just pretty much just
Once again,
raising awareness.
and that's cool.
Delicious ass
He
bagels
put
and
this
Panera
once
Bread.
again, the face for raising awareness against social injustice against people of color, because this is what Colin Kaepernick said. People of color, is a white face. That's who he put.
Face.
That's who, and
M is supporting the
It's
face.
happening. That's it.
That Indian ass face.
There is no one face.
there has to be a face. No, that's what you said.
there's-
Look at this. This whole
It's not
theory.
no one
let me
face.
get this
There can be
straight.
multiple
First
faces.
off,
Hold on, wait a minute.
This whole theory, no. This
Exactly.
whole theory.
Hold on.
No, put it this: one race can't have. We put it this: we have to lead it up. We have to lead up the revolution. It has to. No.
people, not no one race. Because
We didn't say
One
what race
person.
this.
Yeah, this.
Okay.
No, one face is.
Okay, it can't be one race, but we have to still be the face of it. We have to be the face of it.
does that mean
Nobody
that
said-
No.
can't speak for
Right.
anything?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So the entire time, okay, and that's what I'm saying. The entire time
Okay,
that
fine.
we
So
fought,
give
okay, hold on,
me
civil
one
rights movement.
cause.
Exactly, the
Yeah,
civil
you're
rights
right.
movement.
So that's
it
just
was
like-
not
that's
just
like when
one
they had the
face. There was
tiki
multiple
torches.
faces.
When they
Okay.
made the tiki torches, when they did the tiki torch and stuff like that. See, the difference is this. I don't respect them. No, excuse me. I don't rock with them. I don't fuck with all the people that all the people that's out there with the tiki torches. But I do respect them.
How?
You know why I respect them?
How can you respect them?
I'm gonna show you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Y'all cut me off. You know why? Because they didn't make it no two ways. They told us straight up, we don't fuck with y'all. We don't fuck with y'all.
How is that?
Hold up.
As a majority, how is that respectable? As a majority, as a majority, how is that respectable?
No, it's respectable because it's one thing we know. I know exactly where they stand. So when I see them, I know exactly where they stand. I'm not pandering for their acceptance. They're telling us we don't rock with y'all at all.
But if
I'm
those
telling
same
you,
people are put,
I
if
stand
those
on this
same
side.
people are put in power, they're gonna oppress you.
People stood on camera and said, if I see some, a nigga ran a car into a crowd.
You respect that?
No, it's not about respect. I'm not talking about that. What I'm saying is this: they're not flip-flopping.
Yeah.
They're not
Bobby there, Bobby now. If you respect them, if
I'm
you
not.
You
respect,
respect these.
it's
Hold up, you
the
respect these people who
entire-
tiki torches.
No, I don't
This
know.
is the
Listen,
same
y'all
person who
entire
had tiki
march is
torches. Exactly the
disrespectful.
same people. He could have been the one with a fucking tiki torch, and this person could have been also running these people over. And you still gonna say that you respect that person?
Y'all are put this. Y'all are too old to
Alt-right
understand
niece.
that respect, and the
Alt-right
sense that I'm
niece.
using it in is clearly y'all clearly looking at it one way. Because when I said I respect, what I mean by that is this: I know exactly where they stand at, so they ain't tricking me. I don't have respect for them, but at least I understand where they stand at, and they're not sitting up there.
but there's
there's
no understanding hate. There's no understanding of you feeling like as a majority that your rights are being taken away from you. There is no respect. There's a bunch of fucking idiots who went and bought some backyard decorations and protested some shit that they're not losing.
And the same person and the same people, God, that's facts. Now watch this. And the fact also remains this too. The same people that went down to Walmart or wherever they got the tiki torches from, the president of the United States, who was down with them, said it was fine people on both sides. Trump is this is what I do respect about Trump. He's telling us what he's doing. And we look like,
He's not telling us what he's doing. He's avoiding questions. He's not answering. He's being a pussy politician.
He's picked his side.
No, he's
picked
not.
his side.
No, he hasn't picked his side.
When he hasn't picked his side.
He fake condemned it after that because he had to come out and he had to go double down.
Oh no, he definitely had to play the politics. He had to play the politics.
So how are you respecting it? Because
it's not about respect.
He's not all the way out there. He's not all the way out there.
But yet y'all respect Cap, who's now trying to sue the same league that he was trying to beg his way back into.
He was not trying to beg his way back into. I told you, if he was begging his way back in, he would have been in. Because that's all they want you to do is show contrition. He never showed contrition.
So now it's like this. So once again, and I'm glad, and I told you, and that's
never Greg Hardy did.
I don't play like this. We can say the Ray Lewis thing. We can say all the Ray Lewis thing. Maybe he did some things that you might not agree with this, that, and the third. But then we champion Shannon Sharp, who's out of the league, now got everything to say. See, that's what I'm saying. Some of them
I don't champion Shannon Sharp.
Shannon
I feel like he's a coon.
None of that. When he was in Denver, he did none of that but date white women. So I can't buy that either. But he's part of the media now, so now he gets to be like, oh, I'm Henny and Dog. But when he was in Broncos, where Elway is his fucking quarterback, he wasn't even attempting to do none of that. So that's the whole thing.
Nobody's asking his opinions then.
Thing.
Nobody's asking.
But I'm gonna be perfectly honest.
We don't know what.
We've talked about this before. I'm gonna let you go. We talked about this before, and you said somebody go back to high school. I'm gonna be honest. They probably be like, yo, one of the best compliments I get, yo, yeah, you the same person. Because who you are, the core you is who you are.
Some people,
it is.
That means you haven't grown since high school.
It is a compliment. Because when you're talking about
you haven't changed.
No, maturity and change is two different things. Maturity and change are two different things. Me spending
when you mature, you change.
$2,000.
Okay, so
me spending $2,000 recklessly, that's maturity. Okay. But me being who I am, giving my shirt off the back, I was giving my shirt off the back since I was in elementary.
I remember
until now.
Well, people can have epiphanies. People can change.
What was I talking about before? I don't remember.
What was that? First of all, he said
I said something.
he respected me with the tiki torches.
Oh yeah, I was off there. I got him. I flamed him for that. Whoosh. Put together on me. I'm flaming all these takes today. Oh man.
And y'all
Shit.
saying, well, he's saying Shannon Sharp is.
Oh, Shannon Sharp. Okay.
Shannon
Yo.
Sharp.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So
he
I'm
said
gonna
it was
get to
cool.
Shannon Sharp Coonan first. But how do we not know that Shannon Sharp hasn't been the same guy the entire time? We weren't asking for his opinion.
Facts.
Side, he was on
Oh, I
CBS.
said it. Oh,
he was on CBS for
I
a while.
remember. Forget
He was on
CBS.
CBS for a while, but he was
I remember him
a
in
whole
Denver.
different
All the
presentation.
pictures I always seen Shannon Sharp, but he only dated white women.
But
He
I
always
watched.
dated
Okay,
white
but hold on, time out. Just because he dated white women doesn't mean that
Exactly.
he's not a black man.
Oh,
He can
really?
be both. And like I'm saying, that
Can't be
the
both
same,
to me.
But the same dude that I see on clips of Undisputed is the same guy that I watched
just
on the Hard
like
Knocks of
watched
the Ravens football.
His fiance is white.
Okay.
However, he still talks pro-black shit.
Okay, yeah, I'm saying maybe he tried. Maybe his kids
Pro-black,
Maybe he
white,
got tired of y'all.
doesn't work out.
Maybe.
It doesn't work out.
All right, so
doesn't work out.
back to Shannon Sharp Coonan. Okay, now here's the thing.
I really just have.
Shannon Sharp, while he does speak on black topics, he's pro-black. He represents very well with Skip at times with the points that he makes when he pulled Ray Lewis to task about all that.
Respect. This is a Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame football and former Raven.
So
power to him. Okay,
Oh, Shannon Sharp.
but
So it's
with
Ray Lewis and Baltimore's calling for a statue to be removed.
because he on some sucker
Why?
shit.
Why?
Sucker shit.
Why?
Because
Was-
Ray didn't play the game right. Plain simple. Period.
Oh, so the game is only.
He didn't play the game right. He didn't play the game right.
So let me get this straight.
Yeah.
So the game is only whatever black people are on. You have to ride with them.
No, that's the problem because we can smell that on Ray. And every time there's a black issue, he feels like he's jumping on the right side, and you're reaching, and it looks bad. It looks terrible.
No, it only looked bad. It only looked bad to Baltimore when they act like Ray Lewis' name is AKA Steve Buscemi and was like, "Yo, Ray should sign Colin Kaepernick," which Ray is a voice here. But at the end of the day, Ray was just a player. That's it. He does not own the Ravens.
Oh shit.
Schoolyard threats, just exactly what Eminem does. Right up his,
Oh,
whoever
oh.
said that, right up Eminem's alley. Let's call them names. Fine. But the fact is, does Ray Lewis own the Ravens?
No,
Does he probably even have stock in it?
but he's an advisor. But he's a self-proclaimed advisor to the Ravens, a trusted advisor.
What did you just
and
say?
it's never been denied.
What did you just
It's
say? What
never
did you
been
say
denied.
before? What did you say? Advisor?
Self-proclaimed.
Self-proclaimed.
Okay, but at the same
Thank
time, that has never been that idea has never been shot down by Buscemi. It's never been shot down by Ozzie Newsome. And when they had that press conference, Ray Lewis was sitting right there on the dais.
Because that's what Whitey does. Why do you think every time they have talks, and I like Skip, and I don't think Skip is racist at all, and I don't think Skip is no. This is why I don't believe Skip is racist. And put it unless he says stuff because he's older, he done seen it both sides, and I'm just like, yo, certain people, it's like, yo, he kind of got his shoulder up. He don't even slip up with stuff, and maybe that's perfect.
I wouldn't be
I put
surprised.
Skip and Ernie Johnson in the same category.
I can't.
You see what I'm saying?
I can't.
But
It takes it too hot.
But at the same time, whenever there's black issues, Skip is going to fall back and give Shannon the whole floor. Why do you think? You think it's a surprise that we need to follow and stay with it there? You think it's a surprise when Allen Iverson and them, when they needed interviews, they wasn't getting Bob Costas in there. Who did they have to bring in? They started bringing in John Thompson. So, because we need blacks to talk to blacks. And you know exactly how that came. If it wasn't for that whole movement coming in, Stephen A. wouldn't have a job talking to these black NBA players. Because that's what they had to, that's what ESPN and all these networks understood. Black people are going to open up to somebody else black. So we can no longer, we can't just throw, see, Michael Jordan, he made Ahmad Rashad. And when Ahmad Rashad was who he was, but Ahmad Rashad was the one who can get to the biggest player on the planet, and he's going to open up. Because when it comes to Marv Albert, when it comes to Marv Albert, Bob Costas, whoever you want to name, you'll get fluff. Mike is going to still carry himself. Oh yeah, you know I have to play. But you know what, Ahmad, we gonna be throwing the football off my back porch.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Let's go play tennis with Ahmad. Inside stuff.
So what I'm saying is this. Did Ray move correctly with some things? He's questionable. He does some things, but you got to remember with Ray Lewis. This is a person who actually was on trial for murder. We all know Ray Lewis didn't physically kill anybody. We know that. He was the name involved, so we understood. But now we sitting for his head. You know Ray is like, yo, we're on the inside. We have to play it a certain way from the inside. He can't act as if he's on the outside. That's not going to work for him.
But
I thought the praying thing was a little corny because Ray got this whole thing about whenever he's wrong, he starts talking in that voice. And just because you say it with conviction, it makes it right. You know what I'm saying? He throws his stuff there. But I'm telling you, this whole back to Eminem, Kaepernick, all this stuff, we doing all this stuff, but yet nothing's happening. I was at that game yesterday, the Patriots versus Jets. Not a single soul, not a single player on both sides had their arms locked. Nobody was kneeling. So it's over now. Trump said what he said 2-3 weeks ago. Okay, we banned it for 1 week, and now we're back to normal. The Jets didn't do it either. Nobody did.
Oh, Jets ain't gonna do it either.
Nobody did it.
No, the Jets are owned by Woody Johnson, who was one of the 9 NFL owners who donated to Trump's cause.
Showed us Robert Kraft. You know what I'm saying? Bob Kraft or whatever.
Yeah, it's just not, they
But look what I'm saying, across the league. So are they still locking arms? Who did it yesterday?
Well, I know they did. Did
the Ravens do it yesterday?
They did a press release that they did not televise the national anthems last week.
You know what?
They didn't.
Because you know what? You know what? Whitey's like, you know what?
Yeah,
it's one way to squash this.
Yeah,
nail all you want. We're no longer showing the national.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? And I'm not saying this right, but what I'm saying is this.
It's circumventing all the time.
My whole thing is this. Things like this always happen. This is exactly why I said what I said about Cap last week, excuse me. He has to be the full-fledged martyr. It can't go back and forth.
Well,
this whole collusion thing. At this point, he has. But all this, whenever I'm tired of seeing whenever a quarterback goes out, well, Cap. Yo, we have to realize he's done. He's never getting back in. And this is my thing. If things go better for the next black quarterback or things like that, then I can be like, you know what? It was worth it. But he's going to have to take that bullet. He has to take the stake because that's the only way it's going to move.
And I feel like it's kind of already started because plain and simple, period. He took the knee. He's out of the league. And what he did was, now that it's just not him and you took my man out the league, now we're all going to do it. And you can't cut all of us.
Could I ask you a question? I want to ask both of y'all a question.
All right.
Is he going to win this collusion case?
I believe he has a case for it. I would not be surprised if he won. I would be happy. I would not be surprised if he lost, but I would be happy if he won.
I'm honestly on the fence of saying that, kind of what you're saying too, that it could go somewhere, but it just all depends on how it moves forward and where it goes.
I'm saying 100. I'm saying 99.8%. I'm gonna leave from 0.2%. He's gonna lose.
I feel like this with the NFL though. When have they ever done anything by the book when it comes to situations like this? With when we go all the way back to your Patriots with the taping that was Spygate, they destroyed the tapes. Why you destroy the tapes? Because it showed more than you were willing to give up. Why do what you did with Ray Rice? It just goes on. It goes, further and further to show that they don't handle things the proper way. So I wouldn't be surprised if in this case, somehow, some way it comes out that there was collusion. Because it's the NFL.
It's only one way this is going to go in Colin Kaepernick's way. It has to be a paper trail. Yeah. It has to be a paper trail. A text, an email. All it takes is one. It takes
one drunk email from
but that's all it takes. That's all it takes, baby. And what do you think is happening right now as we speak?
Probably.
Oh, yeah.
Deleting. It's going.
Delete, shred, everything. Computers are destroyed.
Yeah.
We're not talking about, put this, us civilians.
Yeah, right.
We know a few things we can do with the computer. We talk about people with money. So you know how they say once it's out there, it's out there? No, they can grab it from the air.
We hard job scrubbing, baby.
Put this, all of us, we throw out a drunk text. Like, yeah, you ready for this wood. Right. And we press send. We can't get that back.
Right.
Trump and them, they can get it back. They can get it back.
They gonna get the other computer.
Out the air, too. You know what I'm saying? That IP address, they might send Huck in for that shit. Some scandal shit out the air.
Well, no, hold on now. I will almost agree with you, but then let's just think about what Hillary's case, and they still were able to find all this information.
Deleted emails that had nothing in them.
Exactly. That just all of a sudden just popped up. So even though they could have people and they could be starting deleting, doesn't mean that they can't be pulled back up. So whatever the case may be, he could still have something.
This is the thing about it. First of all, even if he wins the case, he's only going to get about $2.5 million. That's it. That's it.
We shall see.
He's on no. See, because people, I know a lot of people sitting there. See, and I know a lot of people sitting there being like, "Yeah, he about to sue the." This is how they talking. Yo, my man Cap, he about to sue the NFL.
Facts.
That nigga about to get $100 million.
Agreed.
No, Colin Kaepernick is going.
The black people bleeding out here in these streets.
Exactly.
He need at least 50 mil.
Exactly. Like, yo, that's how they talk. That's right. That's how we talk. Like, yo, NFL's worth billions.
Sponsorship he didn't miss out on for real.
He about to get at least $100 million.
He had the Madden deal for real with Russell Wilson. I remember that. They took
He's
that
about to
get
get
from my man's for real.
If he wins,
the beats he had those for real. They took that from my man's for real. He gonna get so he got all the braids coming back.
He's gonna get about $2 million if they win.
Man, I'm thinking
that's
like
about
24.
It. He's about to get $2 million.
Mil. Take that 12 mil that he was making when they cut him. Extrapolate that number.
This is more than that. This collusion and it's untold money
they missed out on, baby. You don't know what that free agent contract was worth.
Okay, you'll see in a couple of weeks.
We're gonna see.
What do you say?
They ain't selling out of court for no $50. They're not selling out of court for $50.
And let me tell you this too. And that's exactly why the NFL is like, you know what? Take your $2 million to get the hell out of the league
man.
and never hear you again.
Paper on paper. This man should be playing right now. Right now.
Well, any of you other football players, anybody that wants to, first of all, don't let a woman drag you around by your joint. Don't get washed up by a woman that all of a sudden now you got afros. You would have an afro your whole life. You grew up white.
He's not gonna let this go. He will.
It's not about
so many problems with. It's such a personal level with this guy, yo. It's so personal, yo.
I'm just saying, even
like when y'all like NBA All-Star, he shuns you.
Even people that I personally know, once this whole dashiki thing came in, I can't see you smacking people up, bitch. Suck my dick, you bitch. You on the corner hole, bitch. You better play up for your late. Everybody,
Cap's never done that.
Hold up, but then you got a dashiki on the next week. What about him? I like David Banner. I like David Banner.
Smart brother. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you know he's going through a change. He got woke.
Yeah. Making a god box.
No, first off, don't disrespect David Banner. He's from Mississippi.
But he used to make them hoes. But he used to make them hoes down the floor, right? But he make them hoes. No, hell no. Yeah. Get them hoes. Get
you know that's what pimping
on the floor
like
a pimp.
What the hell? What the hell does pimping have to do with understand? How so? You're not woke. You're not woke if you don't know.
Wait a minute. I'm going to quote Lil Flip. David Banner is a thug ass nigga with bad table manners.
Okay.
He is.
Okay.
Now he's woke.
Yeah.
He used to be a thug.
First
ass
off,
with bad
this
table
whole woke thing. You don't have to not be pimping or doing everything else to understand there's been and always will be inequality amongst the races. We don't need to be woke to already know that. That's exactly why Colin is going to lose this case, because collusion, honestly, we keep throwing out there, and that's what they're saying on Undisputed. So we see it tonight. Let me finish. When he says,
I was waiting for him to finish to let him know
when he says
that he's eligible to vote
when he
again.
says the collusion is nothing but is a fancy word for understanding. It's understood. It's just understood. It's understood. The coaches did not sit around and say, "Look here, all 32 owners. Look here, all owners are here."
They don't need that. They don't have to do that.
They just
one email. Pop. One email.
They put pressure on anybody who was considering picking him up.
So what was the pressure? What was the pressure?
Straight facts.
What's the pressure? What did they do?
Raw facts.
Yeah.
Because we had to send a message.
Where's the trail though?
So 1, 2, 3, not it. 1, 2, 3, not it.
Trump said in several speeches going back to the springtime that he was the reason why Kaepernick did not get picked.
Trump said, "I'm the reason."
That can be used as an example.
That's why Trump is named in this. Yes, he did. I know you support Trump. You probably missed that part.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But he said it. God damn it.
He called them sons of bitches. The NFL is a private entity.
Now I'm saying he been said that when he started talking about the ratings is going to be low, nobody was watching, all that kind of shit. He said this before the Super Bowl even happened.
Like I said, so if how about this? Colin Kaepernick wins this case, I'll buy all y'all dinner.
Oh, hell yeah.
So when he loses, what do I get?
What will you get? Nothing. Nothing.
Dinner for a dinner.
You get to be right.
No, I don't want one dinner. I don't want no one dinner. It's about 5 of y'all in here. I want my dinner from everybody.
Okay.
You get to say you was right, and we'd be like, "Oh, he was right about that. He was right about that."
Yeah.
Doesn't that feel better? That's gonna feel better than dinners.
and y'all niggas is getting stokos.
You won the case, but it's gonna be a butt.
It's
Ain't
always
no
gonna be a
butt.
butt.
When he ain't
Yeah, he
playing.
ain't never
But he
played
ain't play.
it.
Oh no, I ain't worried about not playing. I told y'all a month ago that niggas never
I know.
going to the
He's
NFL
gonna
again.
win. He got all this money, so the
I-
social
I've
equality's
been-
over. That's gonna be.
I've been said that. You've been know that he's not going back to the NFL ever again.
As soon as the
He
case
chose Cap. If you're listening, you
Uh-huh.
chose the wrong time to be black, brother. That was it. We could go to commercial on that one.
Play some music.
Let me read this. And
Yeah,
then
please.
you talk about why. This is your check. He had his checks.
Had a chance,
Yes.
right? Go ahead. Thank you.
Here is
Paint his ass in the corner.
the NFL's definition of collusion and prohibited conduct.
All right.
No club, its employees or agents shall enter into any agreement, express or implied, with the NFL or any other club, its employees or agents, to restrict or limit an individual's club decision from making as follows: whether to negotiate with any player, whether to submit or not submit an offer sheet or restricted free agent, whether to offer or not offer a player a contract, whether to exercise or not exercise the right of first refusal. He not go on. That's
No, you got it. You pretty
No,
much.
you
You nailed it.
pretty much.
Yeah.
He's going to win this. That's definitely happened. There's no doubt.
Mhm.
It's irrefutable.
Where we
Yes,
gonna eat?
where's the proof?
Where we
of all
gonna
that?
eat, y'all?
Where's the proof of all that?
Start planning.
Did we just not?
Start planning dinner now.
Did we just not
We can
go
go-
over all this?
We can
Look,
move the show to Tuesdays and we can do it from Taste This up the street.
Yes.
How about that? You want to do that? Let's broadcast live.
That's cool. Because when I'm the only one eating,
Only one eye.
Live from the restaurant.
Right.
Yeah.
and when I'm the only one,
nigga, you can't eat.
And when I'm I don't eat. And when I'm the only one eating, they gonna be like, "Yo, what's the best?" I'm gonna be ordering shit that I don't even like. Just have a rib for no reason, like the best rib ever. If you guys can actually taste this one, but not. We go.
Here's the thing. In Section A, it says that no club employee or agent shall enter into any agreement expressed or implied with the NFL or any other club, its employees or agents, to restrict or limit an individual's club decision to negotiate or pick up a player.
I got $50.
That right there.
I got $50. I got $50 for you right now if you tell me you believe somebody black wrote those amendments.
No, these are written by attorneys. I don't know if I'm black or white.
Let's just take a wild.
Gene Upshaw's black. So he might have
I don't know
wrote
what
it.
attorney wrote that, but
I'm pretty sure
an
that it,
attorney wrote that, and the thing is that
20 a billion out of a billion. He was white.
Let's do this. If they reach an out-of-court settlement with Kaepernick, that's still a win for Kaepernick.
Yes.
Fine.
Because this may not go to court because it's so obvious through the words of Donald Trump
Yep.
and the other owners
Yep.
that have spoken about this, that they have entered into a expressed by Donald Trump and implied by the other owners a
What does Donald Trump have to do with the NFL?
big.
A lot.
Oh my God! Come on.
We are not.
He owns the team.
No, he's
No.
a billionaire, and all of his billionaire friends are all in NFL.
So they're going to prove that Donald Trump put pressure on them?
Donald Trump,
Yeah.
he said it.
Good luck.
He said it.
In the words of Richard Nixon, when the president does it, it's not a crime. See?
Ass Nixon was not a crime.
Yeah, right. I'm pretty sure
How
that
did
guy got
How did that
impeached.
turn out
I'm
for
pretty-
him?
yeah, I'm
That's
pretty
a
sure-
great. How did that turn out
Good
for
job.
Nixon in the end?
Thank you for making that case for us.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, I want a pan of macaroni and cheese, and that's just for starters. A pan of it.
Pan.
So we gonna go to
Diamond,
commercial real
Diamond.
quick.
Play-
We go to commercial.
play Eminem's
and we'll be
freestyle.
I
back.
just want to.
Surprisingly, some people agree with him.
Thank you. Y'all,
That's called.
Are they
the
white?
duo.
You that
That's
agree
literally
with me?
the world.
Are they white
come
diamond?
down and get some of the pan as well. I'm saying,
Or would you
we
block?
will share
Or would
the
you block
pan.
all them niggas right now, Diamond?
We will
Yeah.
share the pan in front of
Block.
in front of these conquistadors.
All I know
Like
is
70-30, right?
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right.
Please, that's 70%.
I appreciate y'all.
That's the same ones that want Ray Lewis' statue down. Please. They want Ray Lewis' statue down.
No, I want a statue. I was going to stop talking. I'll be fine with that.
Look here, I am simply honoring God. Yo,
That's not the one. That's not the one. One knee is for Kaepernick. 2 knees is for Jesus.
Yo, the only
Let's get 1 thing straight, but let's
the
get 1 thing
only
straight,
thing,
boomer.
the only
Blood,
thing I
sweat,
had to
tears,
kill,
boomer.
yo, don't front. I had to kill Ray on the Ray thing because Ray think he's slick.
Yeah,
He
right.
thinks once you say it with such conviction, it makes it right.
Yeah,
Like that's all he does. That's all he does.
Well, you're nuts there pretty hard, Ray.
Nah, but
Let's get
honestly,
that
if you do, nah, think about it. If you say some bullshit, but you say it with enough oomph, it sounds all right.
I think, but it's also because I mean they know Ray Lewis's track record.
But you have to.
I seen a similar situation happen with Mike Tyson. He got emotional about his. It was on Real Sports, and he got emotional about his daughter passing.
Yeah.
And he started crying. He was like,
Nah, but Mike, that's
"You,
what you do.
you have to go now. You understand, right?" And he was like, "Yeah, all right, let's go out there. Everybody now."
But you know, Mike, he's a loose cannon. He's,
right.
That's fair warning. Like, nigga, I don't care about these cameras. I will knock you out and get sued. Like, I don't
go
care.
now.
Ray Lewis, you know, I peep his style. People ain't gonna like it, and I like Ludacris. He's kind of like the Ludacris when it comes to that. I like Ludacris. People like to say he's a top lyricist and all that. I like Ludacris. He puts songs together. No, I think he's kind of rated exactly where he should be rated. But
Ludacris
I still have to
underrated?
say, no, but hold up.
I think he's top 25.
Of what would you think? Like not of all
2000s?
time, maybe 2000s.
I think he's top 25 underrated lyricists.
What kind of list is that?
That is a very specific. That is a
That's
very
that's exactly. He
top 25 rappers who rapped did songs with Ludacris and Jay-Z at the same time. Were signed to Def Jam and came from the South.
I'll give you that too.
Top 25 Def Jam on. You got damn right. It's only 100 of them.
Because Ludacris, you know, he says a lot of he says a lot of things with oomph, so it makes it sound better than what it is.
Throw them bows.
So
He's a top 25 Atlanta artist.
oh,
I'll
yeah,
give it to that, yeah.
Keep that. I'll give him that.
Nah, it's just-
Top 25 artists. Top 25 artists co-signed by Scarface. You give him that. Yeah, you give him that. Give him that. That's it.
Look here, I was simply honoring God in the midst of chaos. And yo, because I couldn't believe he said, I was sitting there, I was like, yo, this nigga is crazy.
Who, Luda?
No, Ray Lewis.
Oh, Ray Lewis. Oh, he is.
Because I knew his ploy. That's why he was
Yeah,
doing
man.
that way. He was like, I'm seeing young kids. They don't know if they should lock arms. They don't know if they should lock arms. They don't know if they should be on knees. They don't know what to do. So sit there. He was like, yeah, he was like, they didn't know if they want to stand up, sit down, it was lock arms. It was confusion. No, it was confusion. So I said, you know what? I'm going to simply get on my knees and honor God in the midst of chaos. And if you let it go, it sounds like some rightful shit today. Like, yo,
You Ray was like,
maybe.
wait a minute, Ray.
And that's what I meant with the Eminem shit.
He was like,
That's all I'm saying.
you know you had a lot. You
It
had a lot
sounds
right
like
there,
some
right?
cool shit to say until you actually listen to what was said, and you like, you didn't say too much. And that was my point with Eminem. I'm like, put this, when I first heard it, I fell into the trap. I said, oh, he went in. But then the lyric man in me went back and listened to a few more times.
Maybe it's because you listened to it.
And I was like, wait a minute.
Maybe you really tried to
I said,
bust down the
wait a
lyrics, and it was really
no, I was like,
took it
wait
at
a
face value.
goddamn minute.
Yeah.
So I started counting how many times he mentioned Donald Trump.
The word I heard was he was going off the top of his head. Ooh. That's what I heard.
Oh no, they want to
He
say.
messed up a few times, and he was kind of like catching himself like, he turned around, he was trying to catch his breath, whole bunch of stuff.
First off, the whole.
On the top of your head, that you killed it.
So that's an
Yeah.
excuse now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because we like giving
He
those
freestyled
up.
it, baby.
When you're black, you choke. When you're black, you choke. When you're white, I'm saying it was a freestyle.
No.
Sean's verse was written.
Yes.
As it should have been, because he was driving the point home. Don't come on there with nothing to say. If you're going to say, you're going to say something.
No, but some
Yeah.
rappers can go off the top of their head. Like, tell me,
Like
what
Eminem.
is that? I'm a rapper, what's in that room? Like, some
Los,
people got that kind of
Eminem.
skill.
Yeah, they can do that.
Some people got that kind of skill. Everybody, if you don't have that kind of skill,
Don't do it.
right.
I thought they said Eminem had that kind of skill.
He did. He did it. Shit made CNN.
He made CNN because he was white.
He made CNN
No,
because he had them bars.
He made CNN because he talked about Trump.
You know what's funny?
Eminem
And he
introduced
was white.
CNN to bars.
You know what's funny?
Only not on CNN, but because of the subject matter.
Everybody had to get that heat. Everybody got that heat. All white ladies got that heat.
I'm pretty sure
CNN.
Donald,
It was like, oh
Donald Trump was like, "Thank you."
Fire in the
And
booth.
let's not forget, hold on, Kendrick Lamar was on CNN when he had his verse, and he's black. So
What verse was that?
Where is this? Black Butterfly? shit?
on the Big
Butterfly.
Sean song?
With Beyonce?
No, the Big Sean song.
Oh, yeah. You know,
And he
He had a
was on
song with
CNN.
Big Sean talking about what?
Where? Oh, that shit when he
And he
addressed
talking about-
everybody?
Yeah, all the rappers and all that stuff.
Control.
J. Cole, Eminem.
Yeah.
He was on CNN.
Yes.
That shit? Oh, so
Because of that?
Kendrick is just
Yeah, and he's
into the
black,
bars.
so it's not because
Same
Eminem is
format.
But
Same
also,
format.
Just saying.
If Logic or MGK had did that, it would not have had the same impact, even though they're all white, because Eminem is such a big, mega selling artist. It's not only the white thing. Logic is white, MGK white, third base, both of them.
We never said they had 1,000. We never said they had a. First off, we act like it was a
Third
plethora
base.
of white
Yeah,
folks. rapping.
nobody else besides
They
third
weren't
base?
doing that.
And shout out white for a minute. Logic,
Third base?
MGK, third base. Snow. What else do you want?
Everlast.
None of them had a Dre stamp either. Dre. None of them got a Dre. Dre, Dr. Dre,
And
Andre
so
Young.
that makes a
Andre
difference.
Young.
If 50 Cent had did it, it would have been on the blog, but it wouldn't have been on.
He went back through his teeth.
Hold up. And I want play this, and I wonder why.
Eminem raps better than 50 Cent. That's why.
Eminem raps better than 95% of the rap culture.
Yes.
That's rapping now.
Yes.
Eminem,
Yes.
Eminem is a top 10 all time. Top 10.
I'm
Top 10
gonna
all
say
time?
that in terms of freestyle.
Top 10 all time,
That's
yes.
what I feel in terms of Eminem.
Top 10.
He's top 10.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Who is it?
Not even. He's not personally in my top 20. Personally, he's not in my top 20. He can rap.
Now you're back to being racist.
He can rap. It's not.
It's racist.
I feel like
So,
you're,
so put
I feel
this.
like you're helping
Put
out.
this.
I feel like
Put
you're
this.
going out your
Let
way
me
to
ask you a
find black
question.
people.
We
You're
can
going out your
cover
way to
all
find
the
black
credit.
people.
You know what's so crazy? The one thing I do say about Eminem, it's great to only get judged on nothing but rapping. Because that's
Yeah.
all we rate him on.
That's all we rate everybody on.
No.
Everybody on.
No, when you're black, you can't just get based on just rapping. Because
Yes, you
honestly,
can.
if it
Yes,
was
you
only
can.
no, if it was only just about rapping, the top 10 of all time wouldn't be the top 10 of all time. That's for one.
Yes, it
That's for
would.
one. That's for one.
Yes, it
No,
would.
it does make sense because
They're all
there's
judged on the
because
same
there are
scale.
rappers that are not signed on.
Who's the best rapper?
It's no best rapper of all time.
You can't make a list.
You can't.
We did this before, but name
No, I don't do top 10s all times.
Just name like some. Like
Yeah, your top tier, your top class, your top class. Somebody in
What,
your top tier.
upper echelon?
Yeah.
Boom.
Rakim.
He's judged strictly on rap. He's not judged on.
No.
Nobody even
Yo,
knows
I'm a little
anything about
shocked with
Rakim.
you because you was around in 1987. It wasn't
What do you
just
do?
his rap, but that's what it
Right
was.
now.
Oh shit, but that's what it was.
We talking about 87.
You talking
But that's the
about
whole
right
thing.
now.
You can't just say right now because it was a whole different judgment.
All time, yo, all
What
time.
other rapper is judged on anything other than rap?
Boom.
They're, the quality of why they are given the opportunities they're
I'm glad
given
you
is
said
because they're
that.
better
I'm glad
rappers.
you said that. I'm glad you
Yeah.
said that because y'all just fell into the trap. If you're gonna say you only judge only up on rap, so why are we sitting up here and talking about Mike Son's lack of platform versus Eminem's lack of platform?
Because-
if Mike Son truly, if in your mind Mike Son
You
truly
brought it
had,
up.
hold up, if Mike Son truly had the best verse, then he had the best verse. It doesn't matter about his platform.
I didn't say he had the best verse. I said
So his verse wasn't better than
was hot.
it wasn't better than Eminem's.
I think
also
it was.
said-
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I also said his verse was hot. It was definitely hot. To me, he had the best, cipher verse. Everybody rapping off the same beat. Eminem did something different. But of all the rappers who was rapping off the same
Beats.
that EPMD beat,
Mm-hmm.
my song to me had the best verse.
Yes.
That's it. And you can have more than one person can have a good verse.
Where he actually talked about social inequality.
Okay. Yes.
But we
he
don't
had-
bring that up.
He had the best verse, but famous is famous is famous, and that nigga's not famous.
And that's what I said. And it goes back to my same point. It goes back to my same point. When it's Eminem, we don't talk about but like this.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah. If it
No,
was
the problem is
ASAP,
this.
right.
The
Okay.
problem is this. A friend of mine said, well, he's trying to be funny. Why don't you make a verse then? Since this, that, and the third, trying to be funny. I said, no, the difference is this. If I make a verse, y'all not even gonna respect it because the first thing you're gonna say is, oh, you ain't signed, you haven't sold any records. Because that's what I have to do just to get accepted by my own people. Before they even take me serious, I gotta already be popping. That's the difference. That's the difference. But when you're white and you do it just a little, hold up. When it is true, and you should know it because you're in Baltimore. Because King Los is. I only know this nigga's from Baltimore because I live here. That's it. Baltimore don't. When I go in the clubs out here, they don't play no Los song. Not one. You don't even play Los.
You don't make club songs.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No.
It only doesn't happen in New York. It only doesn't happen in New York.
No, in California, I know a lot of rappers before they became famous.
I'm telling you, because we live here, y'all think that it's but it happens in other cities too. Other cities complain about the radio not playing that shit. Other cities say, y'all don't play the local artists, y'all play. Like, every city has these challenges. Every city does. Drew Hill did not get played here like that until they went to Def Jam and blew up. And the people that do get...
Oh, you mean once they got on and famous, then their own city wanted to get behind them because they wanted to attach on to a winner.
That's a hip-hop thing.
Not really. Not really. Not really. It's a reason why Cam and them always, that's why Cam still walks through Harlem unappeased, no security or nothing. He let everybody know, I'm from 40th. That's it. Even people in Texas are screaming and they ain't never been to New York. That's the whole thing. So I can't say that's just what it is.
You know why they was yelling that? Because he was famous.
No, that's
and
other
states. Funny lip ass.
In other states.
Famous.
In other states. In New York.
States, yeah.
No, New York. Mike had a run. Mike had a run when he was down with All Out. People started bubbling, but it was more hate because it was Mice. And we know him. He's approachable. We know him. We grew up with him. So it's kind of like
the original question was why didn't my sons? If we're breaking it down on purely rap and being judged on your raps. The reason that my son even gets mentioned with Eminem is because of the talent he displayed on that rap. But at the end of the day, like I said, Eminem is a bigger draw. Just like if it wasn't Eminem, if it was anybody else, it was Fabulous. If it was Jada Kiss, they're more famous than my song and they're going to get the bigger draw. When somebody when you're looking for the highlights of the clips, it wasn't. It wasn't. Exactly. He was more. Fat Joe was more famous than both the dudes he was rapping with. But and I can't remember anything Fat Joe said.
I just remember that his verse was subpar.
And it was short as shit. I do remember that. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So you do still. It is one of the few and far in between things that you can purely on talent be noticed and be held in the same regard as the highest of high when your talent shows. But if the talented is more famous, then of course you're going to get outshined. You're going to be an afterthought. Because you're not as famous.
I'm going to need all of y'all to go home. I'm going to need all y'all to go home and watch the Jacksons, American Dream. And I'm going to need I'm going to need you to go home and watch the 5 Heartbeats. And don't watch the 5 Heartbeats. So you've seen it. So you know that scene when Joe Jackson was like, when he said no, exactly.
He said what? My office hours are very bad.
When that real shit come, they don't hear that. Here you go. In the Jackson joint, the American Dream, when Joe was like, you think Donnie Osmond owed the Campbell to Michael? They was fighting against the goddamn Osmonds. The Jacksons who performed circles around the Osmonds. The Osmonds were only sticking around because of what? Thank you. Hands down. The narrative for that has never changed. And that doesn't mean no, but the whole thing is this. That doesn't mean it's not a knock to say Eminem. We get it. But like this, the same way we can't listen. The difference is this. What I'm saying is this. I don't know if that's a fact. I don't know if that's a fact. But I could say this. What I can say, singing rap is totally different. What I'm saying is this.
Oh, God.
What I'm saying
so
is
Eminem
this.
is a hip hop Osmonds.
This is the problem. This is the problem. Why is it we're as black people? That's cool. Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. I'm asking you this. Why is it we champion everybody white to do stuff that we so-called...
We're not championing him. We're not championing. You just downing them.
We champion Jason Williams by calling him white chocolate.
He was white chocolate.
But listen, white chocolate. So I'm asking you this question. Name one thing that white people call us when we can do something they so-called dominated. What do they call us? I'll wait. No, I don't hear that wordplay.
They say, oh, damn. You know what they say? They say, oh, damn.
No,
they figured that out too.
This is what they champion black people with. They champion us with this. Oh, he can read. Oh, he's so well spoken. That's what they say. That's the level of respect.
And nobody's doing that anymore.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about is this: when somebody black, no, I'm talking about across
Right.
the board.
Right.
I'm talking about everything. I'm really not jumping across something else. It's all the same thing.
How?
Whether it's sports, whether it's music, whether it's anything. Whenever,
So when black people play
when it's a
football, they
black
say that we
music-
play football nicely.
You caught that dunk. Shout out to Devin Epps' little brother. You caught that dunk yesterday. That's regular shit to me because I seen you dunk and do all kind of crazy shit. Let that
Right.
been somebody white. The whole gym would have jumped out their skin.
No, because it takes skill and talent to jump up and dunk. So you're going to get recognition for it either way. Either
skill
way.
and talent.
I agree because they called Bill Clinton the first black president.
Listen, what? Thank you.
I agree.
Little stuff like that. Little stuff like that.
And because we called Bill Clinton the first black president, and we got jerked. No, I mean
we
as
did.
a whole. He was on Arsenio Hall blowing the saxophone. Yeah. It was great, right? It was cool. And we also learned the lesson, right? We also learned the lesson from that.
No. You know why? You know why we dubbed him that? You know why we dubbed him that?
Because most of the white dudes.
Because we didn't have.
You know why we dubbed them that?
Because
it
we
goes
didn't
back
have
to
anything.
exactly what I said an hour of the show. Because we love Massa. That's why. We love Massa. We don't know any other way.
No.
That's not it.
No.
It's because
By the way, when I mean
exactly. Exactly.
And some other races don't. If somebody rock, we like, yo,
No, we don't. No, we don't. Somebody
Exactly.
like this. I'm telling you, we watch the whole thing. But like this, when we let us go into a quote unquote white club and dance, you know what they said? All them niggas can dance. They all can dance and sing. But yes, they do. They just don't say it out loud. They don't say it out loud. But the difference is this: when we in our black clubs, let the one white boy come in, they all run to him. White boy got soul. Look at him.
But here's
That's
why.
what we do.
Here's why.
That's what
Here's
we do.
why.
There's no why.
Here's
why
why.
we doing
You
it?
know why? You know
Why
why?
we doing it?
Because
Why we doing it?
we're already believed to be the better dancers. So when you see somebody who isn't believed to be a better dancer, the novel. Okay, so the novelty of it. It's a novelty. Yes, it is a novelty of it. It's
Good.
a novelty.
So-
once you get past the novelty and you really break it down and see that there's some substance to what they're doing,
So
you let them stay
watch
around.
this. Watch this.
Justin
He know
Timberlake,
what
Eminem,
God. I got him on the ropes.
John B.
Look, so we're the better
John
dancers.
White boy.
We're the better dancers. We're the better singers. We're the better all this other stuff.
We are.
And yet we're better. We're better in so much.
And athletes.
And they're still the so-called superior race.
They're not the superior race. They're the
With a
majority.
straight face.
They're the
Majority.
They're not the superior race. They're the majority. It's a very big
We
difference.
know that difference. The difference is this: we champion them every.
We don't champion them. We
Just
don't.
like-
When the
just like-
novelty
It is not
of
a
we
champion.
have the innate ability to already be blessed with rhythm, to be blessed with creativity, to be blessed with talent.
At the end of
And
the day,
when we
what does
see
that
them
have to
in
do
our
with that?
forum, when we see them in our forum, and they can actually hold a candle to what we do on a natural basis, and they can do it, then we say, "Go ahead, you can do that." I appreciate what you're doing.
Okay,
because
then.
you're not
So
from
watch this.
around here.
So
You're not
watch
from
this.
around here.
No, that
so I
sounds
appreciate
cool,
you.
But no, it sounds cool. It sounds cool. But then when the question I just asked 5
it's
minutes
true.
ago, we haven't answered that yet. We haven't answered that yet either. We said I can understand what he just said, and I get that. So fine. We got the dancing part down pat, right?
That's us.
We got the singing part down
That's
pat,
us.
right?
Yeah.
That's us. And the event, okay, fine.
That's us.
Yes.
Now, name the thing that they do better than us, that if we can do it, they champion us, the number one.
Politics.
Yep.
I don't even think I just.
Oh, shit got
hold
quiet,
on,
huh? It ain't
owning
just
our own
quiet.
business. Hold on,
I don't even know
hold on.
what- I don't even know what that
I'm in
politics
the zone.
part
What
meant.
is that?
That don't got nothing to do
Like
with
Barack
it.
Hussein Obama.
Politics,
White people love Barack.
owning your own
Love him.
business,
Love Barack.
being the CEO of something.
We have, like Devin said, we have just been blessed. We can dominate any sport, any.
Wait,
arena,
time out. Okay.
anything we want to go and we take.
I missed two
We can
examples.
do.
I missed two
We can
We
examples.
can take over.
Okay, we can.
But
You know what?
Watch this. We can take over, but yet we don't have one black owner in that 32.
I think
That's different, though. That's
We don't
different.
have one
That's
black
different.
owner.
That's different.
We
That's
have Colin
different.
Kaepernick going
That's
against
different.
32 white owners.
That's the
because
majority.
it's
That's the
dark.
majority.
But
And
we
one-
can do everything.
And one of
better.
them is chic. One of them chic. One of them chic. Not all of them are
When?
white. But what I was saying is, damn, I missed my point.
Because we got one.
Damn.
His name is Michael Jordan. He's our saving grace.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan's
We
our
traded
saving
out.
grace.
We traded out
Then they
black
call him
owners.
cool. Then they call him a cool. Of all people call him a cool. Exactly.
Who did Michael Jordan buy his shit from?
Another black man.
Yeah.
Another
Don't
black
act
man.
like
Right.
We can't do it.
We can't get in. Once we get
First
in,
off,
we're
first
in.
off, Bob Johnson did not own it the way Mike outright owns it. He had a few different partners. Mike got the whole shit. It's a difference. Bob Johnson, I gave him props for it.
But Bob
He
Johnson was the
didn't
majority
own it
owner.
outright.
But he was the majority owner.
He was the majority
Yeah.
thing. Mike's shit is 100%.
Okay.
Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
But that's the thing. And it's the same thing. Bob, it's got to start somewhere. So don't discredit Bob Johnson because he opened the door for Mike. And Mike opens the door for somebody else. You can't discredit once we get our foot in the door. It's the same way you're complaining about
Bobby
people.
Johnson was
We're in the
right
struggle.
with- wasn't
We're in the
Frank-
struggle right now. You
wasn't
can't keep
Frank
complaining
Lucas
about the
with-
struggle when you ain't seen the end yet.
I didn't even hear what he said on that.
I say because you
That's
keep complaining about the struggle and we haven't made it to the end yet.
There's no end. It's not going to end. That's not going to end.
But it's the same attitude as if it's the same attitude. Why we gotta stop riding the buses? What that really fucking doing? We ain't got to do all that.
No, we stopped riding the
I'm
bus.
tired. I don't want to walk to work no more. I don't want to work no more. No, and another thing, and the boycott, and it's my problem. It's my personal battle. So I'm gonna speak on it. I enjoy football to the death of me. I love the game. I cannot stop watching it. But there have been reports that have come out now that it is actually being affected. The main sponsors of the NFL have been affected because people are boycotting their product. It's working.
FUBU
It's
took their
working.
sponsorship out.
It's working. No, it's not FUBU. It's the main. It's the 8 main brands. It's the GM.
FUBU took out his
It's
sponsorship. They said, okay, keep your little $10,000, Negroes.
you can make jokes about it, but at the same time, it's actually happening right now. These are the things that are happening. You keep complaining about it, and
I'm not complaining about it.
and lose your individuality of it, and know that in the masses we are stronger if we all believe in the same thing.
Even if it's
Instead of
ignorant.
nitpicking
Even
at
if it's
it.
ignorant.
It's not ignorant.
It's ignorant.
It's ignorant to think it doesn't work.
Like this. The difference is this. The
To
difference
not
is
believe
this.
in your power is ignorant.
This is the difference is this. Whitey, this is how Whitey operates. We're going to protect our own until it's unprotectable. Whitey will then throw you, then they will throw you to the walls once they feel it's nothing. Whitey is the king of somebody's head has to roll. See, I keep bringing up these movie references because they're all around us. We see National Treasure, Harvey Keitel's partner, his character. Has anybody here seen National Treasure?
Nick
Fine.
Cage joint, right?
What was his line he always used? Him and Nicolas Cage's back and forth. It was always, well, I really like to not go to jail. And what would Harvey Keitel say? Somebody's got to go to jail. And I've always remembered that because that's how white people operate. Look here, somebody's head has to roll. That's what white people will do. But the difference is this: this is what a spades will do. We'll champion each other until all of a sudden somebody might be like, I don't really agree on that one particularly. Oh, let's get a statue out of here. Fuck him. He's never been down with us. Such and such and such. That's where we go.
Process.
The racist blacks, because I don't. White
No,
people are trying to get it
racist
down.
white people. Right.
So let me
You
get this straight.
know what really happened with
White
that?
people
You know what
want
really happened with that?
statue down?
What really happened with that?
That's
Ray Lewis,
amazing.
when Ray Lewis made the first statements about Kaepernick, about him coming to the team and him saying some slight things about him not wanting to be on the team, black people made jokes about bringing Ray Lewis' statue down.
That helped.
We made jokes about it, and then when they saw Ray Lewis take the double knee or whatever he did when they thought he was protesting, that's when white people seriously started talking about taking the statue down. We made jokes about that shit. They're for real about it. There's nothing Ray Lewis has done to make me ever want to make his statue come down. And he killed people.
He killed somebody?
Killed somebody.
Wait,
If he didn't kill him,
killed?
he was an accomplice to it.
It was his knife.
Yeah, it was his suit and his limo.
Yo, y'all need to go into politics and start getting some people off because y'all be having no evidence of this shit and just be throwing it out there.
It was a whole court case about it. Do you remember? Yeah.
And
Then he beat it and then won the Super Bowl. That's how it went down.
exactly.
He threatened the refs. We need to take a break.
Please. You saw what happened in Atlanta.